¿Qué es eso? ¿Quién habla? ¿Cuándo es? Hi, my dear friends. Welcome to a new video. In today's lesson, we'll learn how to use pronombres y adverbios interrogativos en español. These pronombres y adverbios interrogativos are what we know as the WH questions in English, because almost all of them start with a WH. What, where, which, who, except for how. So the WH and the H questions. We're going to go over each one of them and see some useful examples so you learn how to ask questions in Spanish. Let's get to it immediately. ¿Qué? The translation for ¿qué is what, because we almost always use it in the situations when we would use what in English, but it's not always the case. There is a video called ¿Qué versus cuál in which I explain this in depth, so go watch it. In the meantime, I'm going to throw here some common questions you may need in the daily life situations. ¿Qué haces? What are you doing? So this question actually translates to what do you do, because it's in the present simple, but we use this question to ask what someone is doing. For example, you're texting someone and you want to continue the conversation, right? You want the conversation to continue because you want to know what they're up to. You're very interested in that person. So you go like, ¿qué haces? Nada, en mi casa, descansando. ¿Y tú? Nothing, I'm home, resting. And you? Another similar question is, ¿qué estás haciendo? And this one is in the progressive. This one does translate to what are you doing? But I think you would use this one in a slightly different context. Let's say you're with a friend and he's doing something in the computer. You can see him doing something. Puedes verlo haciendo algo, but you don't know what he's doing. So you ask, ¿qué estás haciendo? What are you doing? ¿Qué estás haciendo? Because you're curious. This also applies if you see your friend doing something weird. También aplica si ves a tu amigo haciendo algo raro. You go like, ¿qué estás haciendo? ¿Qué estás haciendo? Another question you may need with ¿qué is ¿qué pasó? ¿Qué pasó? What happened? You're walking down the street and it seems like there was an accident. Vas caminando por la calle y parece que hubo un accidente. So you ask, ¿qué pasó? What happened? To find out what happened. ¿Qué dijiste? ¿Qué dijiste? What did you say? Someone talked too fast. Alguien habló demasiado rápido. Puedes decir, disculpa. ¿Qué dijiste? Disculpa. ¿Qué dijiste? Excuse me, what did you say? Or maybe someone said something you didn't like and you want to give them a chance to take it back, like, ¿qué dijiste? ¿Qué dijiste? What did you just say? As you could observe, ¿qué does not change. It doesn't tell apart gender or number. We never use ¿qué to refer to a person, and in theory, we use it to ask for things we don't know at all, except for when we use it sarcastically, like in the ¿qué dijiste example. Let's move on to ¿quién? Who? We use ¿quién to refer to people always. For example, ¿quién se comió el yogur que dejé en la nevera? ¿Quién se comió el yogur que dejé en la nevera? Who ate the yogurt I left on the fridge? ¿Quién inventó la electricidad? ¿Quién inventó la electricidad? Who invented electricity? ¿Quién dijo eso? Who said that? And if you need to ask for more than one person, then you need the plural form. ¿Quiénes? ¿Quiénes? Who? Example. ¿Quiénes van a la fiesta el viernes? ¿Quiénes van a la fiesta el viernes? Who's going to the party on Friday? ¿Quiénes son tus amigos? ¿Quiénes son tus amigos? Who are your friends? ¿Quiénes son tus hermanos? ¿Quiénes son tus hermanos? Who are your siblings? ¿Cuál? Which? ¿Cuál translates to which? We use cuál to identify an element. This element can be a person, an animal, or an object, and we use cuál to tell apart this element among others similar to it. ¿Cuál es tu chaqueta? There are many jackets, right? There are many jackets. ¿Cuál es tu chaqueta? Which one is your jacket? ¿Cuál es mi café? ¿Cuál es mi café? There are many cups of coffee on the table, and I want to know which one is mine. ¿Cuál es mi café? Which one is my coffee? And there is also a plural form for this one if the noun you're using in your question is plural. ¿Cuáles? ¿Cuáles son los idiomas oficiales de tu país? ¿Cuáles son los idiomas oficiales de tu país? Which ones are the official languages of your country? Put it in the comments. ¿Cuáles son tus hermanos? Which ones are your siblings? There is a group of people and you said your friend that your siblings were gonna be here. So your friend's like, ¿cuáles son tus hermanos? From all these people that we have here. ¿Dónde? Where? ¿Dónde? And we use this one for place, of course. ¿Dónde pusiste las llaves? ¿Dónde pusiste las llaves? Where did you put the keys? ¿Dónde está la comida del perro? ¿Dónde está la comida del perro? Where is the dog's food? ¿Dónde va a ser el evento? ¿Dónde va a ser el evento? Where is the event going to be? Quite easy, right? ¿Cuándo? ¿Cuándo means when, and we use it to know when is something going to take place. ¿Cuándo nos vemos? ¿Cuándo nos vemos? When do we see each other? ¿Cuándo es el concierto? When is the concert? ¿Cuándo es tu viaje a Europa? When is your trip to Europe? ¿Por qué? Why? Very important one, and I want to clarify that there is also a por qué that means because, but notice that por qué that means why, it's separate and it has a tilde, and you will always see question marks. And the por qué that means because, it's together and there is no tilde. ¿Por qué no fuiste al trabajo esta mañana? ¿Por qué no fuiste al trabajo esta mañana? Why didn't you go to work this morning? Porque estaba enferma. You see? That's the answer. Porque, and it's together, no tilde. Because I was sick. ¿Por qué tienes esa cara? ¿Por qué tienes esa cara? Why do you have that face? And we ask this one when we see someone who doesn't look happy. Sort of like the English expression, why the long face? And last but not least, ¿cuánto? This can be either how much or how many. You're probably just going to use it in this scenario. ¿Cuánto cuesta? ¿Cuánto cuesta? How much is it? ¿Cuánto dinero necesitas? ¿Cuánto dinero necesitas? How much money do you need? Then, if you say it in plural, ¿cuántos? We're trying to count something. ¿Cuántos bananos necesitas? ¿Cuántos bananos necesitas? How many bananas do you need? ¿Cuántos vasos necesitamos? ¿Cuántos vasos necesitamos? How many cups do we need? And if you need to ask for a feminine noun, then you need ¿cuántas? ¿Cuántas manzanas necesitas? ¿Cuántas manzanas necesitas? How many apples do you need? ¿Cuántas sillas necesitamos? ¿Cuántas sillas necesitamos? How many chairs do we need? And that's it for today. I hope you have found this lesson useful. If you did, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss on our videos. Ciao!